Domain of Death, God of War, Ghost of Sparta, God mode difficulty. Every time I come to this area, every fucking playthrough I come here, I have like one little sliver of life left, and I'm beeping, and I don't have any magic, and there's a lot of tough fights up ahead. So we need to recover what we lost in that last fight, because that last fight was shit. It was so hard. So there is a chest. There's two chests up there. A little bit of health and magic they're going to give us back. Now this next fight, it's important if you're in a situation that I'm in where I don't have any health or magic. It's important to not take any damage in the next area in this fight. Now you're probably saying to yourself, wait a minute, motherfucker, Vic. This is not a no-hit run. I cannot do anything without getting hit, you know. And normally that's the case with me too, but this area here you can't clear without getting any damage. Sometimes these guys will try to slide under you, so watch out. That's the only move you have to really watch out for here, as far as like hits that you can't block. Everything can be blocked by that Minotaur. There's 3 Minotaurs, incidentally. So you just want to grab kill all of these satyrs. It takes, I think, 5 grabs, and then on that 5th grab, you're going to get the quick time event. So we're looking to get magic from every one of these satyrs' deaths. So you see, watch how you see that they give magic. So we're depending on getting magic back from these satyrs, and we're going to depend on getting some health back from the Minotaurs over here. So this is, it may take you a couple tries, but you can do this without getting hit. Just give it a try. We're just trying to clear the satyrs at this point. Once the satyrs are gone, this is so easy. It's a breeze, because there's no moves of the Minotaur that you can't block. And we're trying to. The reason we don't want to get hit, obviously, is because, well, it's probably not obvious. My bad. I shouldn't say that, but there is a really tough fight. One of the toughest fights in the game coming up after we do a little bit of moving around in this domain over here. So you just want to ignite this guy and then wait till he explodes and then keep damaging him. Don't get greedy with your hits. He does that one swipe at you. Just block it, and then, like I said, we're trying to get the quick time event so we can press circle, hop on this guy, and then do what we have to do to kill him, and then get our health, because that's the only way we're gonna get health back. And I think there's one chest after this, but all of the enemies, they're gonna give you magic. So I think there are a bunch of vultures in the next area that we're gonna get magic from. So we need a lot of health and magic. When you get to the wraiths, it's a wraith and vulture battle, and it's excruciating. One of the hardest fights in the game. Sorry. So here's the second one. We're killing the second guy here. We're going to get some health back from this guy. And incidentally, if you do die like 5 times over here, 5 or 6 times, the game will give you a little bit of your health back. So when you first get into this area, you want to allow yourself to get killed about half a dozen times, and you will see. I know your health goes up, and I think you may get a little magic too, but don't quote me on that. But I know you get a little bit of health back. So you don't need to go through this, this tedium of not getting hit if you're not in the same. I hope you're not in the same boat that I am in. But coming off those 3 Geron fights, it's hard to not be in the same situation that I'm in. So I'm actually glad that I'm doing this, because the last time I did it, I didn't do this technique, and I wanted to show how to do it. So you see how I took no damage there? I got some health, I got some magic, and now over here. Okay, so for the rest of the fight leading up to the race, you don't want to get hit. Now it's not hard to not get hit. I'll show you how to do it. Just head over here and block immediately, and then roll, or just move, and then ignite a fire in these in this. I guess I don't know what these enemies are called. It's just some kind of like foliage that's harmful. So if you ignite a flare inside them, they will burn up. Just you don't get damage if you walk through it like that. There's 3 of these guys. It's going to be some more passive vultures in the next stage. So just block and then ignite a flare in them and they will just burn up. Let's keep blocking though. You don't want to take any damage. Very important not to take any damage over here. Because the game is so frugal with giving you health, it's not even funny. It makes me really pissed off actually. So over here, here's some vultures. Now again, you don't want to get hit. You just want to grab, kill all of these guys. Was this different footage? Yeah, this is different footage. But this actually looks safer than what I was doing. I was grab killing these guys, but it looks like they give you just as much health if you're using projectiles. So, you know, by all means, if you want to grab kill them, they're not that aggressive. In fact, I think they just kind of hover around. So over here, I'm getting some very much needed health back. I'm not getting the magic because I was getting magic from some drops, and there's going to be even more vultures up ahead that's going to give me more magic. So there's 2 more of these things here, so just remember to block, and then ignite the flare in them, and then move forward, and then just block again. Always block. You don't want to get damaged over here. And now, see, we have some more vultures over here, and I'm doing that L1 and holding the square button down to do that strong attack. And then there's one last one. Now there's going to be a couple, like I think there's one more vulture somewhere over here. I think he might come up from behind me. So just watch out for him. Always be blocking. See this guy? He's over here somewhere. Yeah, there he was. So you see how much health and magic I started this whole sequence out with in the very beginning of this video? I had jack shit. Now look how much I have. That's what you have to do because, you know, there's only that one box, and if you're getting damaged, you know, way too much in that fight that we did with the Minotaurs and the Satyrs, it's just like, good luck, you know. It's just so hard to do it. And you need as much health and magic as you can possibly have for the next fight. It's got to be one of the hardest fights in this game. It's ridiculous. Because there's some there's vultures, but there's satyrs. I mean, there's wraiths too, and they don't give you any. Your health and magic never gets regenerated over here. It's pretty bad. Now, as far as the magic, I would probably go with the Scourge of Errands. I think I only have it up to level 1 over here, though. I'm not mistaken, but this game the magic in this game. If it's not at level 3, and even if it is, it's not that effective. So you need to be in the air most of the time over here to watch out for these guys' ground attacks, and keep using the Scourge of Ernest, keep using projectiles. This can go really badly, or it can go fairly well. It's never really gone that well for me overall. It just kind of goes, you know, kind of middling. The success rate, it's never that great. So you have to stay aerial, as I advised in the last video segment I did for the race over here. Remember to parry if you can, you know. There we go. There was a good parry. That was redemption right there. These fucking guys are going through the geometry of the scenery right there. So there's just a lot of wraiths here. You need to stay in the air. And just throw the spear at them. Yeah, so there's one left. Then there's another really tough fight with the wraiths coming up, but it's not for a while, so you don't need to conserve anything over here. Just use as much as you need to over here, because you're going to be able to get everything back that you waste over here. So this is actually really horrible. I hate this. Is, you know, coming off the Gerons fight that we did before. You need so much of your resources intact over here that it's not funny. So this block is going to be used as a platform to get up to the next area, but there's a hidden treasure box behind this other column, this other draggable column. I really like this section, but it's got its hard moments. Pretty much anything with the wraiths, that's the only problem. You know, everything else is very manageable. It's just whenever there's wraiths, it's so difficult. So we're going to move this platform up here, this block. There's a little health up here. I think also a box, an item box. and a nice save point. Yeah, the item box is over to the left. So just smash these breakable objects and then hit the save point in a moment after you get that item box. And then we're going to be coming on some more manageable battles, so just hit that save point.